Okay, hi everybody. Now, this is our first question about the quadratic inequalities. So, how can we find the solution? How can we graph the solution? We will see. When we look at the question, first of all, you may think that this is like an equation question, which is x squared plus 3x. So, forget about greater than or equal to. Just like a equal, we always do this. And then when we look at this, it's the parabola. So in order to draw the parabola, we need the vertex. So if you remember, whenever we have a x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, vertexes, if I call h comma k, x component and y component, h is equal to negative b over 2a, and k is equal to f at h. So in my question, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3. So h is equal to negative 3 over 2 times 1, which is h is equal to negative 3 over 2. Let me correct that one. Negative 3 over 2. So, and then the k, if I need to find f of negative 3 over 2, which is negative 3 over 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 times negative 3 over 2. So 3 to the power of 2, 9, 2 to the power of 2, 4. So it will be 9 over 4. And 3 times negative 3, it will be negative 9 over 2. And if we equalize the denominator, final result will be 9 minus 18, which is negative 9 over 4. I think that's clear. 9 minus 2 times 9, which is 9 minus 18, so negative 9. So our vertex is h comma k, which is negative 3 over 2, comma negative 9 over 4. And then we need the x and y intercept. So when x is 0, let's say what will be y? So 0 and 0 directly 0. So 0 comma 0 is our x and y intercept. And it's clear that here we understand when y is equal to 0, x is 0. When x is 0, y is 0. Now, when y is equal to 0, what will be x if we say 0 is equal to x squared plus 3x, and x common parenthesis x plus 3 equals 0. So x is 0 or x is negative 3. Now the function is cutting the x-axis at point 0 and at point 3. Now we are ready to draw this. So let's draw it. Now the vertex is negative 3 over 2, let's say approximately here, and negative 9 over 4, let's say here. So this is negative 9 over 4, and this is negative 3 over 2. And then the function is passing through x is 0, and the function is passing through x is negative 3. So approximately, let's say it is here. And then when we join, this will be our function. And it's clear that since a is equal to 1 is greater than 0, function must be upward. So we see that this is upward. Now the problem is this, dear students. I have to shade the region which is inside of the parabola or outside of the parabola. To decide this, I will use a test point. So what is a test point? So I can take a point which is inside or outside, but not on the parabola. Inside or outside. So for example, let me take this point. I don't know what is that, but it's clear that greater than 0. So let's call this is 1, right? Comma 0. X is 1, y is 0. Is this in the solution region or not? So to check this, I will use my original question, which is this. So instead of y, I will put 0. So it's clear that 0 is greater than 4. It is false. Since this is false, it is not in the solution. That means I will not shade the region which includes the 1, 0. I have to shade the region which does not include. It means that this is inside of the parabola. And then always check at the end. If you have equal sign, this is a solid line, which means as it is we have drawn. But if it is just greater or just less, it means that there is no equal sign. We have to put dashed line and we will see. Yeah, that's the answer. We shade the region which is solution. So whatever you take any point in this region, it must satisfy the given equation. So to check this, if you need, normally no need, but just let us satisfy ourselves. So this point, for example, negative 3, 0, or here any point, it must satisfy. So let me take negative 3, 0 since it is easy. So negative 3, 0 means y is 0 and x is negative 3. So negative 3 squared is 9. 3 times negative 3 is 9. 0 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, it is 0 is equal to 0. So there is no problem. Okay, let's go for the second question. Can you think a little bit how can we solve this? Did you get the answer? Okay, so first of all I should say y is equal to x squared plus 5x minus 14. And then if I equalize this, if I factorize this, I can say that negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Negative 2 plus 7, positive 5. So x minus 2 times x plus 7 is equal to y. Now, when y is equal to 0, what will be x? So x minus 2 times x plus 7 is equal to 0. So x is 2 and x is negative 7. So these are my x-intercepts. The function is passing through from this point. And when x is equal to 0, what is y? So it's clear that if I put it here, 0 squared plus 5 times 0 minus 14. So result will be directly negative 14. Then 0 comma negative 14 is my y-intercept. That means the function is passing through on the y-axis from there. And these are the x-intercepts. Now, what about the vertex? So to find the vertex, you know a is 1, b is 5, and c is negative 14. First of all, a is greater than 0, so it will be upward, our graph. And then to find the h, negative b over 2a, so negative 5 over 2 times 1, which is negative 5 over 2. And then k is equal to, actually we don't need the k, since we are just shading the inside of the region or outside of the region. For that reason we don't need k, but to be sure or to be correct or more accurately to draw, I am finding. So f of negative 5 over 2, so it is negative 5 over 2 squared plus 5 times negative 5 over 2 minus 14. So this is equal to negative 5 to the power of 2, 25 over 4. By the way, you can use the calculator. And 5 times negative 5, 25 over 2 minus 14. So by 2, by 4, if I equalize the denominators, it will be denominator is 4. So 25 minus 25 times 2, which is 50, minus 4 times 14, so it will be 56, right? To be sure one more time, 4, 4, 16, yeah, 56. So finally, k is equal to 25 minus negative 15, negative 25, negative 25 and negative 56. So 25 and 56, it will be 81, right? Negative 81 divided by 4. Now the vertex is negative 5 over 2, comma, negative 81 divided by 4. Since there is no place, I will clean the right hand side. So I am cleaning this. We are ready to sketch the graph and shade the region. I hope till here everything is clear, you understood. Now, what am I going to do? Let's do it, pen, and changing the color also. Let me change the color, white color. Okay, so I am drawing the graph. I choose the white one, the black one I want to choose, actually not white one, black one, okay. So to draw this, X and Y, let me say. Now what will be? Now my coordinates, X is negative 7, so let's say this is negative 7. And X is positive 2, let's say here. So the function is passing through from these 2 points. And Y is negative 14, so let's say this is negative 14. But of course it's not scaled. And then the vertex is negative 5 over 2 approximately, let's say here, negative 5 over 2. And then negative 81 over 4, where will be? So 81 over 4 approximately, if this is 80, it will be negative 20. It means that it is approximately here. Approximately we are saying negative 81 divided by 4. So now the function is passing through y-axis at here and here. So like a parabola we have to draw. But I did one small mistake, have you seen? So this is just greater. Since this is just greater, I have to draw a dashed line. So let me clean and draw just dashed line. So I have to do something like that, dot, 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 and then dot, 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 dot. Now the problem is this, I have to shade the region inside or outside. So to do this, I have to take a test point. So how can I take a test point? Which one is reasonable or easy for me? I think I can take this. So here x is 3 and y is 0. If you wish, you can take 0, 0. Yeah, why not? Let's take 0, 0. Let's take 0, 0. So where is 0, 0? Let me clean 3 and 0 so I don't want to confuse your mind. So let me clean this. But by the way, we can choose. But if we use that one, since it is here, so it is in the inside, it's easy. So 0, 0. When I put it in the original function, 0 greater than 0 squared plus 5 times 0 minus 14, 0 is greater than minus 14, and I'm negative 14. Is this correct? Yes, that's correct. If that's correct, so the region must cover or include 0, 0. So where is that region? It is inside of the parabola. So when I take 3, 0, it mustn't be satisfied. Okay, good. Now the second question, third question. Now, as we started, and then when x is 0, y is equal to 0. So 0, 0. When y is equal to 0, 0 equals negative x squared minus 4x. If I multiply this by negative x squared plus 4x, negative 0 is same. And then if I take x parenthesis x plus 4, so x is 0 or x is negative 4. And then when x is 0, y is 0. And when x is negative 4, y is 0. So these are now x-intercepts. And this is now y-intercept. Now we need to find vertex. So the vertex is h comma k, where h is negative b over 2a, and this is f of negative b over 2a. So h, and this is k. So to find the h, then negative b. What is b? Let me write it here. A is negative 1 and b is here negative 4. You know that b is coefficient of x. Before x, what you have. So negative b over 2 times a. So it will be 4 over negative 2, which is negative 2. And the k, f of negative 2. So then it will be in my function negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2. So negative 2 squared is positive 4. Positive 4 and minus negative 4. Negative 2 times negative 4, positive 8. It means that 8 minus 4, 4. So vertex is negative 2, comma 4. Now we are ready. So let's draw it. X and Y here. And then intercepts are 0, 0. So the function is passing through here. And negative 4, 0. So the function is passing through here. And then the vertex is negative 2.4, which is positive 4. Let's say it is here. Okay. Now, by the way, a is negative 1. A is negative 1 means less than 0. So parabola will be downward. So it's clear from this figure also it must be downward. And since this is only less than, it must be dashed line. So point, 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 or dash, dash, that how you want. Yeah, this is my graph. Now inside or outside. Let me choose now 1, 0. X is 1, y is 0. So let me put it here. Y, which is 0, less than negative x squared, negative 1 squared, minus 4 times 1. 0 less than negative 1 minus 4. 0 less than negative 5. Is this correct? No, it's not correct. 0 is greater. That means this point is not in the solution. It means that this is inside of the parabola. Okay, this is the answer of the question. Now here, you can expand these parentheses and then you can find vertex by using negative b over 2a, but I will use something else, dear students. We have one form, which is a times x minus h squared plus k. In this form, vertex is directly h comma k. So my question right now here, y is equal to 1 times x plus 1 squared minus 5. So what can I say? Vertex is directly, this is positive 1. So negative h is positive 1. So positive h is negative 1. Always opposite sign. So negative 1. And positive k is negative 5. So k is negative 5 directly. The function itself. A is 1. A is 1 means greater than 0. It will be upward. Okay, so vertex, I know what I need. I need the x and y intercept. So y is equal to x plus 1 squared minus 5. How can I find x and y intercept? As it was, when x is 0, what is y? So 0 plus 1, 1 squared, or let me write here better to understand for you. So 0 plus 1, 1 squared is 1, 1 minus 5, negative 4. That means 0, comma negative 4 is y intercept. What about x-intercept? When y is 0, what is x? So to find this, 0 is equal to x plus 1 squared minus 5. And then take the negative 5 other side. 5 is equal x plus 1 parenthesis square. And take root and take root. And then we say that x plus 1 is equal to plus minus root 5. So x plus 1 is root 5. Which means that x is root 5 minus 1, and x plus 5 is negative root 5, which means x is negative root 5 minus 1. Now we are ready. We are ready. Let me check the calculation quickly. That's correct. That's correct. Very good. Now the graph is, we are drawing the first thing, x and y intercept. X is, where was it? X is 0, Y is negative 4. So let's say it is here. Now, X is root 5 minus 1. Where is root 5 minus 1? Approximately, if this is root 4, result is 2 minus 1, which is 1. So this is greater than 1 somewhere here. So let's say this is root 5 minus 1. What about negative root 5 minus 1? So if this is 4, 2, negative 2 minus 1, negative 3, so it will be something here. So let's say negative root 5 minus 1. Okay, and we said that this is upward, so it will go up, and from the graph it's clear, since this is the vertex and since these are the here, sorry, this is not vertex, this is just tell me y-intercept. So vertex, I think we know, yeah, it was here. So vertex is negative 1 comma negative 5. So negative 1, if I call here, negative 1 comma negative 5, which is here. And now, what should I say? And this is greater than or equal to, so that means solid line. When I join these points, okay, so this is not scaled one. For that reason, I cannot draw well, but not bad. Okay, now inside or outside is solution. To understand this, take a test point here. 0, 0. Let's say test point. So in my question here, I will write 0, 0 plus 1, minus 5, 0, 1 minus 5, which is 0 greater than or equal negative 4. Is this correct or not? Yes, that's true. It's correct. 0 is greater than. So where is 0? Inside of the parabola or outside? Inside. So it is inside. Till here, all the solutions interesting, all inside of the parabola, but it could be outside of the parabola. This is just a chance, okay? Now, let's talk about this question. Now we can say that x squared minus 10x plus 18 plus 3 less than or equal to 0. So x squared minus 10x plus 21 less than or equal to 0. So let's say this is x squared is minus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0. And then negative 3 times negative 7 is positive 21. Negative 3 and negative 7, negative 10. So x minus 3 times x minus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to 3 and x is equal to 7. Now, my dear students, this is a little bit different question. Why different question? The solution set where will be? Think a bit like that. X is here and my function f of x is here. And my function's roots are 3 is here, 7 is here. So 3 and 7 makes my function 0. So we have positive 1 plus minus plus. So my function is negative only here. So be careful now. I am looking for the x values which are less than or equal to 0. So solution is directly, or solution set, let's say, is between 3 and 7. So if I graph this, since it says shade the region, 3 is close, 7 is close, and all this part. So this is now my shaded region. Be careful, this is different than the previous exercises what we have done. They were all y. Y is greater than or equal, y is less than or equal, but here it is everything is with respect to x, there is no y. Since there is no y, it must be on a number line. If you have x and y, it's a coordinate plane. Pardon. Now, shade the solution, system of quadratic inequalities. This is very interesting question. Probably you don't have the question in your exam, but let's solve this later you may need. X squared plus y squared greater than or equal to 4. This is an extra question, let's say like a bonus question, okay? Now, we should know that, let me drink a water. Now, we should know that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared is a circle. Center is 0, 0, and radius is 2. Why? R squared is equal to 4. So r squared is equal to 4. Then r is normally plus minus, but radius is a length, so it can be only positive. And second one, similarly, which is 4 squared. So it's clear that r is equal to 4. Now, my dears, be careful now. What am I going to do? If I draw a circle whose center is at the origin, by the way, what is the center here? Still 0, 0. Now, 2 is here, let's say. 4 is here, let's say. So the first one, if I draw, this is a circle, which means something like that. 2, 2, negative 2, and 2 as a position. Let me change the color. And then, what about second circle? Second circle is this, where 4, negative 4, positive 4, and negative 4. Now, where is the solution? Here, be careful. For the first one, x squared plus y squared is greater than or equal to 4. So it is this circle, inner circle, the small circle. So solution is inside of the circle or outside of a circle. It's so simple. Take one point. For example, test point. Let's say 3 comma 0. You know, x is 3, y is 0. Put it here in the first equation. 3 squared plus 0 squared, is it equal, greater than or equal 4? 9 is greater than or equal 4? Yes, it is. If yes, it is, that means it is the outside of this circle. Yeah, so this is now solution for the first circle, first inequality. What about second? The same thing for the second one. The solution will be inside or outside. So let me take same point, 3, 0 for the big circle. So here I am putting 3 squared plus 0 squared less than or equal to 16. 9 is less than or equal to 16. Yes, it is. It means that, let me change the color. It means that solution is inside of the big circle. Now, when we talk about the system, when we talk about the solution of the system, we are looking for common region, common area. So, isn't it clear here, my dear students? The common region is, while we have the black and the green shaded area, it is only this part? I think yes. This is now solution inside of the big circle, outside of the small circle. Okay? That's the answer of the question. Yeah, that's it. This last question is not so important for your final exam, but like a bonus question, so I think it's good to know. All the best.